Bridge monsters. You know I gotta do this video every year, guys. Every year I gotta get up under that bridge. Usually right before the tarpon show up, you know, just to start getting warmed up for the tarpon. And you know, these big black drum and these big redfish that are up under the bridge, I mean, you can come out here with your shark gear and your tarpon gear and you can just haul them to your boat green. But in order to get adequately warmed up and get ready for the tarpon, I go out there with my Walmart special, okay, my $20 reel. I think it's called a C-Tech. And I used to use an Avenger, but now I think I'm using like an Akuma. I mean, like, this is a legit Walmart special rig. And I got 30-pound test monofilament running wire thin circle hook. It's an Ultra Point Mustad circle hook, wire thin. And you know, with that, you can't horse crank them. You know, you got that 20-30 pound fish and you can't horse crank them to the boat. You know, you have to wear them out, you have to let them run, and they're constantly trying to get up in the pilings, and you got to always be pulling away from the pilings. You know, I got dozens of videos of this, you know, even way back when I was doing the mangrove snappers in the Keys. You know, you got to always pull away from those pilings. And I can't run around on the bridge like I can, because you're not allowed to fish from bridges here unless you drive like 2 hours away. But the bridges that are near me, you have to be in a boat. And that makes it even more difficult because you can't run. You're basically stuck in this location. So if that fish is going to that piling, you have to get them out of there. You got to coax him, they get out of there. So it's good practice for the tarpon. And you know, when you're tarpon fishing, you're going to catch sharks. That's why I got so many shark videos, is because, you know, the sharks like to hang out with the tarpon. The sharks eat the tarpon, right? So that will be another warm-up, especially if you get like 2 or 3 black tip sharks before you actually hook onto that tarpon. That's another warm-up for the season. But I got a fellow subscriber that's thinking of hooking up with me today, so I might be putting him on these big ass fish too, these big ass black drum. He works on a farm. And he said that he's going to be working until 10 p.m. last night. So is 10 p.m. and then waking up early to do wade fishing with a buddy of his, and then hooking up with me to catch big black drum under a bridge on a kayak. I mean, that's a lot of work, man. So, I mean, he texted me. Let's see, I woke up around 7:30. I woke up at 7:30 and he texted me, and that text was 50 minutes old, and he said he was almost at the coast. And I know his drive to the coast is like 45 minutes. So he must have woke up at like 6 a.m. or something like that, you know, working till 10. And then he's going to somehow hook up with me at 2. And, you know, he's a 50-year-old guy. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I'm younger than him, and I wouldn't do that shit. The only fish I'll wake up that early for and be that dedicated for is a tarpon. Like, every other fish can wait. And the only reason why that is because the tarpon down here, they're early feeders. You know, they feed from 6 a.m. at first light to around 11. You know, I've never really been able to have any luck with them or see them feeding or rolling or anything after 12 p.m. up here. And the Keys is different. And I've tried night fishing for them here too. It's just they stop at night here. In the Keys in South Florida, it's different. Like, I used to fish them at night, and it was so much better, so much easier, less boat traffic. You know, it's calm, it's relaxing. You can see the stars, and you know, you had no problems getting back because of all the lights of Key West. Fishing tarpon at night is the way to go in Key West, okay? You know, up in the flats and stuff is a different story because you got to deal with the gnats and all that. And I guess that's all going to be resolved now that they're releasing GM mosquitoes in the Florida Keys, despite the disapproval of the entire population. And, you know, like, everyone in the Florida Keys disagrees with the genetically modified mosquitoes. But hey, I mean, you know, that's what you all get for advocating for big government in your localities. You know, what can you do about it? The government has a complete monopoly on violence, so what the fuck can you do? And you guys legitimize the existence of government through your tax dollars and your cooperation and you lining yourselves up like sheep voting for them to take your fucking money. Well, what do you think they're going to do with that money? So this doesn't surprise me at all. At all. And it won't be long before we have genetically modified mosquitoes up here in the Panhandle. I don't care if there's Ron DeSantis or whatever. It's going to happen all over Florida. So let's see how all that turns out. Anyway, guys, it's going to be the same thing that I always do, man. I'm going to go up in that creek. I'm at my crab spot. I'm going to catch these crabs. Boat ramp's filling up. I'm going to catch these crabs. I'm going to take them to that bridge, and I'm going to hook up. Hopefully my buddy Bill shows up. I can hook him up for the first time on some big black drum. And that's the way it is, man. Every year is tradition before the tarpon. So I'll see you guys out there. Got my new NRS oyster bed boots. Look at the soles on those things, man. They'll protect you from those oyster beds and those clams. And you can walk pretty much on anything. Mud. Really quick and easy to take these things on and off. Really loving them. So let's see. This is the second time me wearing them. Look at that. It just goes right on. Just slips right on. NRS makes good stuff. Really good stuff. Couldn't be happier with these, man. Look at that. Perfect. Give me your other one, buddy. There you go. Yeah, see, he's a little bit. You can press in a little bit here and there, but he ain't bad. So here's the male. A big male here. He's not that big, but good for my purposes. You just get him right there in that knuckle. Just slowly squeeze, and that claw will come right off. Right off. See, just like that. Professional, man. Professional masturbator. I got crabs. The good kind, not the bad kind. A whole bunch of mullet. Protein shuffle. Never ending story. good kind, not the bad kind. I use the EBL rechargeables. They've been going for some years now. You get like 3 or 4 uses out of them before you got to charge them up again. I think I got all these charged up. Yep. Now this thing here is just an electrical junction box, and this little aerator, it never comes out of here, and typically it'll last like maybe a year. Sometimes I can push them out to 2 for just one of these. This is a new one. I think my last one I lasted like, man, pushing 2 years, man. It was like a year and a half at least. And it's not the salt water that gets to them, because there's no water getting in here. It's condensation, I think condensation, because it's not buried, so it can get in, air can get in there, that hot and cold, you know. I think that's what gets it. So I noticed that after winter and it starts to warm up and you got that hot and cold, it's the condensation that gets it eventually. It gets all the metal parts inside the motor and the contacts on the battery, and it just gets rusted out. And even that, even when it's all rusted out, you can keep it going with some WD-40. I mean, these things are, I mean, these aerators only fucking $8, so, you know. All that money I save by not using artificials. And keep my baits alive. Guys, tackle box, man. Let me show you what's in a real guy's tackle box.
What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, we don't do much fishing out here, but we are today. What you usually catch out here?
From shore?
Yeah, bud.
Trout. That's the main thing. Trouts, crabs, and mullet if you have a cast net.
Oh, no, we ain't got that. They biting right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you use?
You go over there to the far end to Lighthouse Park.
Yeah.
And then there's a stretch that you're gonna have to walk all the way there, and to your left is gonna be a gazebo, and you're gonna see like an oyster bed or something like that as it kind of stretches out in the ocean. Right. You're gonna want to walk out to as far as you can go out on that thing, get wet, and just cast around for trout. I use live bait, so I'm using pinfish and the mullet.
Okay, big mullet.
Yep. So anything that looks like that, artificials, you'll hook up on them.
All right, bud. I appreciate it.
All right, man. So what I was saying, this is all you need to catch those monsters under the bridge, right? So you need that 7/0 hook and a sinker. You know, it doesn't have to stay stationary under the water. The current can make it drag. In fact, I think that helps. You want to really give it a good cinch. This This is what I use the majority of the time. This is improved clinch. Doesn't matter if it's a 75-pound tarpon or a 200-pound hammerhead, guys. It does not matter. Don't kill yourself with these crazy ass fucking knots people are doing. This is all you need. That's all you need. And to this day, even though I've been doing this forever, it still freaks me out having my hand in a bucket of crabs. Jesus. Ugh. So, never hooked crab or nothing, huh?
Yeah, man, I never fished one.
So the bottom side's obviously softer, right? So I just kind of press down with my knife. Sharp side down. It's dull. It's blunt on one side, so I can do that.
I think I actually ordered that same knife from Walmart for like $10.
Yeah, they're cheap.
The cheapest one I could find.
Yeah, and they last forever. Like, I've been using this one for years.
It's stainless, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one I got was like,
I don't rinse it off or nothing. So you can just watch me how I do this. So I try to find like the chunkiest meat here, and you want to drill this. It's not going to go through like it will through flesh. You just want to kind of drill it. Once it breaks through, then you can just kind of feed it on through. But you got to spend a little time drilling it in. So once you get that barb through, it'll go right through. There we go. And then you just feed it all the way through, and you just chuck it in there.
all right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll hopscotch. I'll leave one piling open and go down two.
Okay.
That way we can kind of just keep
All right.
until we find them. Or
Yeah, they can be anywhere. They are just freaking anywhere. I've caught them all, like every inch of this bridge. You never know where they be, and you can't really see them. So, but they're.
I saw that in your video. That piling number 12. I was like, that's the marker right there.
Is it? Was that in the video?
That was in the video.
Yeah. Well, today is nothing but a catfish.
I remember seeing that 12. I was
Yeah.
like, that must be the spot. There's catfish every night. Hey, if you catch a big channel cat, throw him in there, man. That's an even trade. 2 trout for a cat.
Okay, man.
Current works on you, doesn't it?
You'll get used to it. Yeah, you don't have to set the hook or nothing. You feel heavy? Let them. Maybe you just don't know he's hooked yet. Maybe these big fish, they get confused sometimes. It's nice? Oh, nice. All right, man. Just remember, you got a 20-pound test on there. I think I might feel a little something too. Let me get out of your way, man. I got something too, man. I'm doubling up over here. Oh, he figured out he's hooked now. There's something wrong over here, man. So yeah, sometimes it takes a while for him to figure something's wrong. Oh, I got a nice one too. I don't know what it is, but oh yeah, I'm filming it. This guy's coming up right now. Let's see. He's not really fighting though. He took this line there. I don't know, man. I don't think this is a catfish. Just take your time with it, buddy. If he wants to run, let him run. Yeah, pull away from that piling. I got kind of lucky with this one. I got him close to the boat. I'm just gonna hang on to him for a bit. He's strong. This is definitely a drum. I can feel he's heavy. I don't know if he's a monster or not, but oh yeah. Where are we at? We're at 16 today, huh? 16's the magic number. This is where they're at. They school up. Yeah, just hang on to them until you stop feeling him. Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got a nice one here. He's not a monster, but he's a good sized one. Well, scooch on up behind me, grab yourself another crab, man. Yeah, after this one, it's just all you. Maybe I'll just give you this pole. Oh man, I just need to get my fix in, man. It's just a tradition with me. So I know once a tarpon comes, that's all I'm going to be thinking about. These guys, they don't have long runs in them or nothing, but they got a lot of stamina for such a big fish. Like my drag is maxed out for the 30-pound test right now. I just turned him around. See him there? He's a little one. He ain't that big. Little glimpse there. Yeah, this one's, yeah, they love to dive down like that. You can keep them next to the boat, you can really keep that tension on them. Don't let them get too far. It's amazing how much stamina they have for such a blocky fish. Every time you bring them up like that, you get them on the surface. You can keep them on the surface, that really wears them out. Oh. Yeah, oh, they get a lot bigger than that, man. This is about average size. They get a lot bigger. So I'm just gonna hold on to him a little bit till he looks like he's about to give up. Take some drag out. And just haul him in. Ooh, he bit me. And he's still kind of green. That's a good one there. My mom's calling me. I wonder what she wants. Yeah. That's a nice nice one there. That's a good take home one.
Man, get out of town.
That's a good take home one, man.
You eat them that big?
Yeah, I've eaten them this big before. This is about the size you want, really. These are big fish. I mean, they're all big. I didn't mean to release them like that, but. Yep. 20-pound test line. Walmart special extraordinaire. Let's see if I get this thing in here, man. I don't know, man.
After a 40-minute flight?
Nah, I don't think it was 40 minutes. God damn. Yeah, this one's definitely bigger than the other one. Oh, good. Look at that thing, man. That thing is huge.